How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Brian back at it again with another episode of the High Notes Podcast. As always, I'm joined with my co-host here,
Melly.
EP. We're back in the studio, boys. We're back in the studio. This week we have a lot of major topics to go over. A lot of them are conspiracy theory based. But gentlemen, let's jump right into it. This week we're going to be talking about the 6 women that went to space and the controversy surrounding it. We're also going to be talking about, is there a death camp currently operating inside El Salvador? This is a conspiracy that has taken over the internet. And then we're going to end with the CIA unclassified UAP files. Gentlemen, but let's get it started right off the bat. Jumping into the 6 women that went to space this week. What do we think?
I don't believe that, son. Like, I don't, like, that shit
Might be fake.
shit had me tight.
Yeah. Why do you believe it's fake? Why do you
And then you see the video, they wasn't even like all the way in space. They was like in the equator type shit. Right? Like they was like
The stratosphere.
yeah. What is the equator?
equator is?
Oh, the equator is the inside.
It's the model.
Where we going?
We're cooking already.
They were like, they weren't all the way up there though.
So
I'm saying they wasn't up there. They was like,
Bro, I think that shit was fake, bro.
okay. Why do you guys think it's fake? You guys think that they didn't go up in the air? What do we think is fake about it? Because you're not the only ones. Let's get it straight. You guys aren't the only ones with these theories. That is what the internet thinks right now.
no.
Why are they sending Jeff Bezos' girlfriend and Katy Perry up to space, bro? I fuck with Katy Perry, but what does she know about space?
So I have a little bit of backstory to this. So this is a space mission that was captained by Jeff Bezos' wife. Do you guys know who she is? Lauren Sanchez. Have you guys ever heard of her name, or have you ever heard it floated?
Yeah.
His new wife after he got divorced from his last one.
Oh shit! Wait.
Yeah.
So she not the one with the bread. Like the other one is the one with the bread.
She's the one with the bread. This is the one that got married after. She definitely got prenup.
You're not gonna
Definitely.
take 2 L's back to back.
So she was the head of this mission. She's the one that elected who was going to be on this flight. Now, here's where my anger with the internet comes up. There were 30 plus missions prior to this one, but the one with the women was fake. Explain that to me.
Oh,
This
so
was like the 33rd mission.
but all the 32 ones had dudes in it.
Yeah.
So the only one that everybody's saying is
That's fake. It's the one with the women. It's the one explain that to me.
nah. I ain't know about the other ones. I know about the 33.
Now, there is clarification here. I'll give some clarification.
Nah, that's crazy.
The internet is telling you a half truth. This is not a space mission per se. So these flights go all the way up to what's called the Kármán line. Do you guys know what this is?
Explain.
So the Kármán line is the scientific barrier between Earth's atmosphere and actual space.
That's what I'm saying. Like they wasn't really out there in space.
When you cross the Kármán line, you're technically in space.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, when I think about space, I'm thinking about like the blackness. Like we're like.
So you think,
Black.
all right, so right now there's the International Space Station. That floats in low Earth orbit. Are they in space?
Low
The astronauts that you see on NASA that be flying out in around the planet, and they have that looks down on Earth,
That's like low key. That's like real barrier like space. Yeah.
but they're still. Once you pass the Kármán line, anything up into a certain point where Earth's gravity acts on it, that's low Earth orbit. Technically, they went into low Earth orbit, but it's not to as extreme as the people that are on the ISS.
But where they went, they still have the gravity, right?
No, gravity stops affecting you as strongly.
But they still had a little bit of gravity. Like out of 10, they still have like 1% of gravity, right?
See the video?
Yeah, like
Little Tamagotchi pets floating around.
they was floating around, right?
Do you guys understand how
I'm dragging it. Floating outside.
gravity works? You guys do understand, the moon, even though it's 24 hours away from us on a spaceship, is affected by our gravity.
Oh shit.
So it's like gravity doesn't work the way people think. People think that as soon as you leave the atmosphere, gravity stops working. That's not how it works. It's just less powerful once you get past a certain.
So Jeff Bezos.
So everybody
Lady.
that was on that flight, it was
Yeah.
Lauren Sanchez, Katy Perry. For those of you out there in the audience who don't know, she's a pop star here in the U.S.
Who does that? Katy Perry. Why are you?
She's a pop. We have audience members that are in Germany. Do they know who every American artist is?
I'm not gonna lie.
Katy Perry's been around.
Yeah, like
Oh, my fault. Katie's been here forever.
Katy Perry. Katy
You
Perry.
don't play her because she's a woman.
Oh shit!
Don't do that. Don't do that. They're gonna clip that.
We're gonna clip that. It's different, right?
Gayle King. She's an award-winning journalist and co-host of the CBS Morning.
Oh, Gil King. Wait.
Gayle King.
Okay, word.
So again, you had like credible people that were on this ship. Asia Bow is a former NASA rocket scientist. Amanda Nugan is a bioaeronautics researcher and Nobel Peace Prize nominee. And then Karen Flynn is a film producer and community advocate. So those are the women that were on that ship. Again,
I'm not gonna lie. You know what it kind of reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of like the Titanic when they went to the Titanic.
okay.
Like what you know when the
In the beginning of the movie where they were exploring shit.
no not that. I'm talking about like the you know that machine that with the people inside of it with the submarine that went to the Titanic.
The ocean and
Yeah, I'm saying that's kind of like them. That's kind of like
So you guys know how much these flights cost? So
it's kind of like
you could go on these flights sometimes. You can't pay to go if you really wanted to. So that's
I'm saying that it could have been like that. Like
So
like something bad could have happened, and then they could have been stuck out there. They could have been stuck in space,
now,
and then we could have been like, oh, it could have been like the same situation with the submarine.
that is a possibility.
But they survived, so we don't see it like that.
That is this.
We could have seen it the same way with the people that went into the submarine. Like if they survived, we would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a normal trip. But now we would like the people was like making it a whole big deal.
Because not that many people going down that deep into the
Well, let me ask you a question.
especially that many notable people too.
Let me ask you a question though. I think we get to this point where you're doing hypotheticals that they get stuck in space.
What you said? You said.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I wasn't listening.
So I didn't get to the point where you're making up hypotheticals
Oh.
getting stuck up.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it because the people who went to the submarine was very wealthy people, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of like these people that went to the moon or that went to space. It could have been the same situation. Like they could have something bad could have happened, just like with the submarine. They could have like I was just saying like that could have like
That could have been a possibility, but McNasty is asking, why
why?
are you doing these hypotheticals around?
Like, where did it come up from?
that's what McNasty's trying to ask.
Like, what are you trying to piece together here?
It's,
Where you're taking us?
yeah, where I'm taking y'all is that we don't see it that way. Like we don't because they did survive. Whereas if the submarine people survived, it would have been like the same situation. Would have been like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's a regular thing. Like that's a regular like rich nigga thing. But then these people came back. Like they went and came back.
Now,
Boom. We're not gonna see it. We're gonna be like, yeah, it's a regular thing.
now here's the crazy part. So, do you guys know what the actual like purpose of these Blue Origin missions are?
No.
And just to be clear, I actually just want to clarify. I said that this was their 31st human space flight up there. This is actually their 11th human space flight. But this is NS-31 is the -31 is actually the name of the mission itself. That's what it was named. Now, the objective of this is to eventually make it so that space flight for regular people like you and me will eventually happen in the future. So these are the first, like, think of the first airports is essentially what they're doing. That's what you're looking at, right?
That's what I was thinking. Like, they're trying to commercialize
Space travel. That's exactly what they're trying to do.
the.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, who's next?
Now, do you guys know how much it costs right now to reserve on one of these flights?
300.
So just to reserve your seat, it's very expensive to put shit up in space. I don't think people like have like an understanding like how expensive it is because you're paying per pound to get something up into space. So to reserve your seat, just to hold a spot in line for one of these flights, it's $150,000. One flight.
One flight.
To actually get into space, you're talking in the ballpark of somewhere between $5 and $28 million.
$5
and $28 million.
So wait, but Katy Perry wasn't paying $28 million.
I don't fucking know who's paying that. That was probably Jeff Bezos fucking giving his wife field day. I don't fucking know.
They probably. I mean, shit. I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility they could have like used her, Gail King, just for like
Promo?
Yeah.
I don't get national news. That's fine though. So
Katy Perry definitely got a lot.
when I say you can make a moon base, everybody's shitting off.
Nasty and still tight. Nasty and still tight.
But we're doing commercial space travel now, and everybody's cool with it.
Apparently, McNasty, if you just change around a little bit of money, apparently you can get away with any story.
That's what it's. Would y'all go up there though?
If like when it comes to change,
Like if they be like, yo, next month we're having another takeoff.
How cheap is it for me to get up there?
They'll pay for you.
They'll pay? Oh, yeah, I'm going. 100%. Yeah. That's
probably
what's it like
To probably go.
Yeah.
It's not like it's safe enough.
Yeah.
We out.
He said teaching us.
right?
just enough. All right, gentlemen. But moving on to other things that are popping off in the internet and some of the conspiracies. Now, this one is more of a, I can't really argue against it. I think it might be happening. There's not enough information, and I want to see if you guys can give me a take on this. Gentlemen, have you ever heard of SECOT? Have you ever heard of this prison in El Salvador? Have you heard of this?
Mm.
You've never heard of SECOT. Now, SECOT is actually the prison where the U.S. is currently deporting all of the criminal, illegal immigrants. You guys know this?
So that's the super jail.
This is a terrorism jail that is currently in El Salvador. Now, the prison was opened back in 2023. This has been operating since then. Now, originally, before it opened, El Salvador had one of the highest crime rates in all of South America. Shortly after the president, Mr. Bukele, got elected into office, this prison has magically solved all of the crime in most of the country to the point where El Salvador is allegedly one of the safest countries in the world. Gentlemen, the problem with this prison, it was designed to house 40,000 people. Right now, they estimate that it's operating at max capacity at 80,000 people. We are now also sending our illegals to this prison. There's never been any proof of anybody who went there leaving. Now, the internet right now has a theory, and I want to hear your guys' take on this. There is a mound in one of the courtyards that has currently been developing in one of the courtyards, and it's visible on Google Maps. And if you go back on the Wayback Machine on Google Maps, this discoloration in one of the courtyards.
Oh, that's where I was seeing it.
One of the discoloration in one of the courtyards was not there when the prison first started. This has just recently been discovered on one of the flyby by Google Maps. Gentlemen, what do we think that spot is? And keep in mind, that's not the most current one either. If you go on to Google Maps now, and I put a link in Google Maps for you guys, and we'll see the most current one.
You see? And we would sweat this.
Yo! The internet might be cooking on it. And the problem is that we have no proof that anybody is leaving. We have no proof.
That's fucking people.
We don't know. We don't have any answers. The Salvadorian government refuses to answer any questions regarding it. All questions regarding it, we're not answering it.
Damn, bro. Wait, I got a question though.
Go for it.
You said it's holding 80,000 people.
It's supposed to hold 80,000. Now I'll show you the most recent one here. I'll show you the most recent one.
Like when they said super jail, I thought it was like 100K people.
No, this is a 40,000 person prison.
But is it like 100K or is that like too much?
Well, we're over already because we're sending our people over there too, on top of the people that are already there.
As right now.
That's the most current one that you see on Google Maps.
So allegedly, that's just all dead people.
We don't know something that they've noted around the area around the prison. If you go back to when it originally opened, there was like this luscious like forest and shit like that. Over time, the area around it has gotten redder and redder and redder. No, we have no information. This is a high security prison.
But sorry, let's say if they were throwing bodies around there.
Okay. No,
But then they just get decomposed and start smelling really bad.
no, that's
Infected.
that depends on how they're doing it. So, all right. So I just made a TikTok about this on my personal TikTok where I explained like a lot of the things that they used at the Nazi death camps were actually procedures that were developed by the U.S. We were doing that at our border to an extent. Prior to them like coming over in 1937, they had scientists go to El Paso, Texas, and they actually like copied the structures, the chemicals that they were using at El Paso to actual migrants that were coming in from Mexico to the US. They were copying us. They didn't just invent that on their own. So most people don't realize that. So eventually what the Nazis did is that they took that information that they learned and they made it as efficient as possible to then turn that into executions. We were using it when we were doing it here in the US, it was because of our laws. Back in the day, we used to believe in eugenics. So eugenics was this idea that you could like get rid of certain undesirable traits in your population. Like let's say disabilities, mental illness, stuff like that. You could like essentially like breed it out of your population. So for the Mexicans that were coming into the country, we were actually sterilizing them. Sterilizing them whenever they came into the country. That was a practiced here in the US. But at the time, it wasn't bad. Most people didn't think it was bad. No. Nazi Germany pretty much, they said, that thing is extremely effective how they're doing that. They sent scientists over to the US, they copied it, and then they took it to 11 when they got back to Germany. And then that's when all the actual, like, now the Nazis were efficient, and this is where I'll answer your question of, wouldn't it be like dead bodies decomposing? Yes, when they first started, they were digging a lot of holes and it was really hard, but eventually they scaled up to the point where they were talking about millions of people. Right now, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of people. They were talking about millions of people. So that's why they switched over to actual furnaces where they were just disintegrating the body so they wouldn't have to worry about burying. So
you
this
think
could be
or is going to that point?
We don't know. They're not answering any questions.
So everything talks.
All they have to do is answer some questions, and some of us will be happy.
But to backtrack on that other statement you made about what's it called, eugenics?
Eugenics, yeah.
Well, technically, you could go and pick your own genes out now for like your baby. So he went.
But eugenics was a little bit more like on the extreme end. So, for instance, the lady that started Planned Parenthood, and those of you don't know what Planned Parenthood, it's like the services that give you like abortion rights and stuff like that. She was like a major eugenicist. Like she believed in that and she pushed that movement. And essentially she went in specifically into black neighborhoods. She went into the neighborhoods and essentially tried to assist them to reduce their like population count. But she was doing it in like a not knowing that she's fucked up kind of way, where it was like she thought she was helping the community by doing that, but in the process you're technically like reducing the population in the community, which is the smartest idea. You know, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the effects of that were, we don't even know what reality, like how that would have turned out had she not stepped into those neighborhoods. But yeah, we have Planned Parenthood now because of the eugenics movement. So there is some dark history behind it. Yeah.
I guess we fine-tuned it now. If you enough, you could pick out your 6'4" D1 baby.
But we're not allowed to technically just yet. There's a lot of regulations around that. Like you can't actually like mess around with your child's like genetic makeup.
Like IVs, like Pokemon IV. Yeah.
No, we're gonna leave that there. But gentlemen, what do we think that red spot is? Right now, some of the counter theories to this is that it's just paint, or they're just doing a lot of remodeling with dirt around in that courtyard. Is right now the idea that they're
that shit looks too much of a like.
So like I know it's like a super prison and stuff, but nobody ever tried to like sneak over there.
So here is the problem. So similar to how the Nazi death camps work, We had reporters that had gone to the death camps.
Right.
They never saw anything because it was propaganda campaigns. That's all it was. So the Nazis would invite people over and be like, oh, no, we're just giving these people a new life and this and that. And they would like take them on like tours of the facilities, but only to certain areas. So we have had now 2 congressmen that have tried to go. 2. One of them was denied. The other one wasn't. The one that was denied was a Democrat. The other one was a Republican. He got full access to the prison. Full access. He got full access to the prison. So the Democrat or somebody else after that, those first 2 went. And they actually recently, yesterday, I believe, they actually got to sit down with a man that got deported incorrectly by the Trump administration. Got to sit down with this guy. And they had a conversation. Then they confirmed that he is alive and well and that he is at least currently still in good health. But he says that the conditions there are bad. So that's what he's explaining. That's the most we've gotten so far. Now, they moved that guy to a different prison effective, I think, last night. They moved him to a different prison. But that's the most information we have. We have nothing else on this place. 2.
Like a different place in the prison, or like a
completely separate prison. He's at a different facility.
So he's not at the super jail.
No. They moved him out of there because everybody was complaining because he was incorrectly sent there.
Right.
So that's the only reason. Everybody else is still stuck there.
But you're saying that's only what they're telling us. Is that what you're saying?
That we know of. Yeah. That's all the information we currently have. We have nothing else on this place. They're radio silent.
What if they're like just lying?
What do you mean?
So you're saying like we have actual proof that he got moved to another place. Is that what you're saying?
At least that's a confirmation. The news articles that came out as of the most recent news that I saw. Because this is a major story around the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the most recent news that I saw was that he got moved to a different facility. But everybody else has been sent there so far. We have no information. 2. Yeah. 2.
How do you know that's actually?
How do I know that it's true? That they got moved or that
he actually got moved? Because they just said it and they confirmed it.
Very much true.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that's what I wanted to see. If it was like actually confirmed, or is that just what the news article?
Yeah, that's what the news so far stated. Yeah. So yeah, I saw
what I need is confirmation. I need to see a FaceTime call between the dude.
2. To make sure he's good.
To make sure, like a prison call type.
Yeah. I see what you mean. That makes sense.
Just say it.
That makes sense.
You'll see everybody's going to be like, well, he got moved. And that's over.
Yeah.
People.
But they're not answering any questions. And then the crazy part about all of this, right? The White House and El Salvador actually had like a meeting at the White House with the presidents. And in the conversation, pretty much Trump said, I am not going to tell a sovereign country what to do. This is the same guy that wants to annex Canada, annex Greenland, and invade Panama to steal the canal. But he's telling El Salvador, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. And then El Salvador was like, well, I don't think it's a good idea that we send back a terrorist. So the 2 presidents are like, we're not going to do it. Now, on a hot mic, if you guys don't know what a hot mic is, meaning that the mics were rolling already while the cameras were off before the press conference, Trump whispers over to Bukele, the president of El Salvador, and he whispers and he goes, the homegrowns are next. And this is something that they've slowly started to push, that they want to actually send our most crazy criminals to El Salvador next. They want 5 more facilities is the target number according to Mr. Trump. Boys, I need answers. What are you guys thinking? The internet is going crazy right now, bro. The internet is going crazy right now. What are you guys thinking? Do you guys think that some shit like that would happen?
Mm-hmm. But so from my understanding of the prison system, right? Some of them are private.
Some of them, yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like in the US type shit. So by exporting the criminals, wouldn't that be like taking money off of like the privately owned prisons in America? Or is that like...
Yes, that would absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I know what you mean. So there's private institutions that run prisons inside of the U.S. Other countries do not have this. They are all run by their own government. Mind you, we have the largest prison population in the world compared to any country, which is already wild. So we had to privatize that sector of our government in order to make it more efficient so that it costs the American people less money. So Yes, those prisons are completely based off of how many prisoners they have. They get a certain amount back from the government for how many beds they have, and then they have to run as efficiently as possible in order to make it as efficient as possible. That sector of the economy would lose money if we ship off all criminals. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Would it be beneficial? I'm just seeing all the options. Would it be beneficial,
Yes.
like, to keep America safer, to send all the crazy ones down there, like Arkham Asylum? You know what I'm saying? That's technically what it is.
Did he just compare it to Arkham Asylum?
I think the plans here are based off of Arkham Asylum.
We have, like, for the most dangerous of the dangerous, we have, like, highly sophisticated supermax prisons.
Are those the ones getting sent?
Well, we don't know. We haven't started doing that because it's super illegal and against the Constitution, what he's proposing. I'm just being very clear with this. So we have not tried this because there's no legal standing from this. This is just him throwing shit at the wall right now to see what sticks. We have never tried to do something as insane as that.
That you know.
No. We've never tried it. If anything fucked up that we did inside the country. We never sent it out to a different country. Like that would be insane. Yes, remember, that person is now under the jurisdiction of a different country. It wouldn't be under our jurisdiction. Yes.
What do you think, Melly? You kind of quiet over there.
It's crazy.
Do you think the internet is right, or is the internet overreacting? Are they overreacting to what we're looking at?
I don't think they overreacted.
No?
It's a suspicious picture.
Like what I've seen, it just
looks weird.
It's like very off.
Like what I'm saying is like,
yes,
it wasn't just one person who's seen like what we all seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just too much of a coincidence for everybody to see.
Agree that that's just all.
Yeah. Like
that's what we're thinking.
And then they say like it could be like just piles of dirt. Or they're just like remodeling, like painting and shit. Like, nah, I'm not believing that. That shit looks crazy.
Yeah. And again, if you're squirmish, don't search it up. You can find it if you do want to find it. It's on Google Maps, but yeah, just don't look it up. It'll only show up if you switch to satellite mode. You won't see it in the regular like maps. So on satellite, you'll see it though.
It reminded me of Outlast. Y'all know that game?
Yes.
It's a video game. It's like a horror. It's a horror video game, and you're a reporter who reports an insane asylum.
Yes. Was that the one where you're holding the camera?
Yeah,
I played it. Yeah, that's a good game. Good game. Great fucking game. There. Easily. Yes. Top 5 core games. Outlast is up there.
That's a good ass fucking game. I'm not.
Outlast is up there.
I'm not mad about that.
You play Amnesia?
Oh no, but I know about it though.
Oh.
That's a good
sinking game, bro. Get it on Steam.
Like PewDiePie. That's PewDiePie game, right?
Mm-hmm. Amnesia is good. What's it called? Dead Space. You ever played Dead Space?
Oh no, I know about that one too. I didn't play that one. They remade that one, right?
Dead Space is good. What's it called?
Space.
They ran that shit.
Oh yeah, there's a little movie.
And they made a movie.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Nah, Dead Space was up there.
I know that Alien movie too. I mean, the Alien game is good too.
Which one? Alien? Like, is that the name of the game?
It's like Alien something. I don't know, but it's a good scary game.
Yes.
The AI, like the Alien AI, is insane.
Oh shit! All right, I gotta play that. Yes, definitely. Gonna be up there. Yes.
Some games like I don't have many games I could play. Like,
what games are you into?
I want a game where I could like a single player game. I want like a good single player game.
The newest Assassin's Creed that just dropped. Yes. The Samurai one? Yeah, that one.
That's full price though? So I'm not paying.
It's currently probably a full price. But if you get Ubisoft Plus, you could do like the monthly subscription shit.
You need to hop on that new RuneScape multi.
I got Witcher.
That shit was fire.
Oh, RuneScape.
I seen gameplay.
I got
pretty good.
Oh, Witcher?
Nah, the new multiplayer RuneScape one.
I don't get this.
That shit is probably further low is RuneScape.
RuneScape. Yeah, I'd rather play Wizard 101.
Trying to think.
I would play that Wizard 101.
Yeah, I did. I played that shit back in the day. It was free.
Nah, y'all ever played Pop Tropica? Pop Tropica?
What's that one?
That shit was hard. It was like a website. I don't really know how to explain it.
He was more on Club Penguin.
Look up Playwood.
Hell no. I was definitely into RuneScape. Mini Clip was fucking it.
Oh, Mini Clip was hard.
Not get me off that site. Yes, bring back sites like that. What are the like
Saying, right?
it's like that kids are using?
I remember using Y8. Y'all ever use Y8? It
Nah.
Yes,
was like Y8.
yes,
Now you
Yes.
ever played the game
yes.
beat up your boss or something? And like you click like whatever
I was more like
whatever thing you could click like your
keyboard, and you just be blowing them up and shit.
yeah you kick your keyboard, you beat his ass.
I was more of a like
Or Crazy Taxi. I know y'all play that.
Taxi was the classic. That
I was more of like the little space bar shit, and it'd be moving. You gotta hit the ball, and then
Oh,
do like the power ups and the power up.
Yeah, that's a class.
yeah.
But it was like the updated version because you had like guns on shit, tackle, and they would destroy the Brit.
Nah, yeah.
More like that, like reaction.
Ooh, or cool math games. That's
Cool math games didn't want
That's cool math games. With the
Only site they allowed you to play on.
They started cracking down on all the other sites.
Literally.
Shit. What else?
like the block. You ever played like that one block game on cool?
It's like to flip the blob.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a puzzle. Yeah,
Yeah, that game's tough. That game's
shit get tough.
Wasn't it the one day you're like on a little
Yes.
bike and you just go to the shits
yes.
and do like spin, but you can't fall. You gotta do that shit perfect.
Oh,
You hit it too bad, you fall off the shit,
what am I talking about?
and you gotta get to the checkpoint.
Now you know what else is hard? Happy Wheels. Happy Wheels is fun.
Yes. Oh, that's facts.
Wait, what was that one?
That's the one with the bike where you have the little kid in the basket and the bike and you have to get through like the. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, we went off on a tangent there.
I didn't have some good PC games. No, they don't got shit.
Nah, that's facts. Nah, what's it called? Everybody keeps telling me about the Schedule 1 game. You guys seen it?
Schedule. Oh yeah, like the hot, like the
Yeah. I'm like, I haven't seen any gameplay or anything like that, so I don't know what it is. Should I play it? You guys think I would?
Yeah, I seen a couple people play it. It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a drug dealer. You can make meth and shit.
Yes, so that's the plot of the game. That's why niggas think it's fun, of course.
Yeah,
Now, like you run away from the cops and shit, right?
from the cops. You mix stuff together and make a product. You got to bag it, and then you can like hire workers and stuff like that.
Oh, I know why it's called Schedule 1. Yes, how government classifies drugs. Schedule 1 is the highest criminal level. Genius. All right, I gotta play it now. I gotta play it now.
I'll get multiplayer, so you can hop on it too.
Oh shit, but
I think so. I believe.
we could like stream it.
We could stream it. Let us know in the comments if you guys want us to stream Schedule 1.
Let McNasty need to get a PC.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he should have told me.
Oh,
I just sold the other computer. So I sold George one of my two computers. George has that one right now. And then I sold the other one prior to that. I technically sold it for like $1,100. Yes. George right now on that computer easily ran for like $1,500.
y no lo compraste. Ahorita me quilla.
Shit.
Your computer don't even work, bro.
First the drives, now the
Don't even talk.
The
to your
PC.
computer don't even work. It don't connect to the internet.
huh?
No, don't try to play it. He called me while I was on my vacation like, yo, bro, I can't get online. I remember.
I mean,
How did you out to the fan? That's crazy.
you know him. He's a weirdo. But
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like I was just messing around with the task task manager.
Here's my thing.
Can't mess with that.
Why would you just start deleting like random things?
So I delete one thing and then the memory go down. So with the memory going down, I'm over here
You thought
thinking.
if I delete all the things, I'll get all the memory back.
I mean, I ain't delete everything. I just deleted what I thought I didn't delete.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Okay. I've made mistakes when I was younger.
Now I know. You know what I'm saying? Like
that.
I
mean, he 55. I mean, he 50.
no, that's how you learn. No, but that's how you like learn on the computer.
I mean, he about to be 55. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
He a grandmaster of the computer.
So he
things when I was younger too.
you know, he You know, he got a whole
Next time.
You know, he got a desktop. He got a whole desktop.
All right, boys. Gentlemen, we had another CIA file declassification on an alien encounter reported by the KGB. So this is the Russian Kremlin. Gentlemen, did you guys hear anything about this story?
Shit is crazy.
I have.
Okay, do you guys?
I actually found it interesting
What's the rundown? Give us a rundown.
that these motherfuckers encountered aliens.
Huh.
The soldiers that encountered them, 23 soldiers, right? 23?
23?
Got Medusa right on the
25 soldiers. It was a unit of 25 soldiers. 23 of them got Medusa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
So they got turned into stone. I believe the two that didn't said that they were under shade or something, so they didn't get hit with the light beam. And that's how they didn't get turned into stone as well. But then they try to chase them, I guess, and they escape.
The aliens is it?
Aliens escape.
So do you guys know the setup for this entire so like how it happened?
No.
So apparently the Russians were walking in a field somewhere, and then they saw like a saucer flying over them. One of them grabbed like a surface-to-air missile launcher and fired it at the ship. The ship crash lands in a field.
Almost so they got that.
What if this was the first visit by aliens that we're fucking blaming on them?
Oh shit! That shit crash landed. Nah.
So the men went over to inspect the ship, right? When they went over, beings walked out and they said that they were like big black eyes, and then they like these
Big
like
heads.
yeah, like humanoid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They
So
weren't big. They said they were like 5'3".
yeah, they weren't that big. They weren't that many.
oh
yeah.
shit. So what's like a good example? Like
That they try
I
to.
don't
What
even know.
do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like
Think of a standard alien.
Yeah, the same shit you see like in all of the
Like in South Park. You watch South Park when you're young?
South Park. Oh,
nailed it.
oh, but shorter.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So they're saying that when they walked over to the ship, the beings walked out. They floated up into the air and began to form into a ball of light.
Oh, yeah. They just said fusion.
The, yo, nah.
Fusion dance.
You say like wait, how many aliens were there?
The alien count was let me see.
That they try to.
5 short humanoids with large heads and large black eyes who emerged from the UFO.
They fuse.
How did they emerge? Like they walked out or
They walked out and then they floated into the air.
When the
fucking
Power
turned into a ball
Rangers,
of light.
when the Power Rangers called the Megazord,
yeah?
They jump into the air.
Yo, nah, bro.
imagine.
Oh, you're cooking. You're cooking right now.
So they just morphed together into a ball of light,
Into a ball of light
and that's the light that they shot
that hit the people
and
that
turned them into stone.
turned them into stone, gentlemen.
Yo,
Do we think that this? All right, now this is around. This file comes from the Cold War era. There was a lot of disinformation that was being sent on purpose to different countries. So this could be just Russian disinformation because the U.S. had so many UFO sightings as well around this time. So it could be disinformation, bro.
That they try
Do
to.
we think that this truly happened, or do we think that?
that's the shit that get me tight. Like when they tell me a story like this, that they say, "Oh yeah, it's the CIA."
Like
boom, 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 boom.
declassified. I thought it was like confirmed.
I'm saying, and then he come and they just throw that shit at me, talking about some. Yeah, gentlemen, do you think this might be true?
Do you think it?
Hell no, that crazy ass story. I'm not believing that bullshit, nigga. Hell nah.
I will say the fact that
That's gonna be crazy though.
the fact that this sighting aligned a lot with how the U.S. portrayed aliens, like with the eyes and like the little short gray men.
Say it's too detailed.
It's too detailed and it's almost mimicking and making fun of us.
That they try
That's
to.
what it kind of sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of, that's why me personally, I'm a little hesitant to believe it because it's just From every other alien show that I've seen, everybody describes the aliens differently, and it would make sense. Not every alien would be the same depending on the planet you come. So that's why I was like a little bit like, nah, bro, I need a little bit more information to see if this is true.
So like a lot, like them shooting it, like them being able to shoot it down, it's
Regular,
it's crazy. It's crazy because especially back then too. Like what I thought he was gonna say was like it's gonna ricochet off the ship. The ship was gonna stop, like turn around and then like just go mad fast to where they at, and then like the aliens was gonna like just appear where the fuck the soldiers were at. That's what I was gonna think.
What's the teleportation, bro?
Saying an old ass missile is gonna hit it, and then that shit just I'm not believing that. I'm believing that. Because like what we're thinking is like if
didn't have like their defense shield up or something.
that's what I'm thinking, bro. Like, and if we're thinking about aliens, bro, they already like 200 years
Billions of years, actually. The aliens that think it's lost, there would be millions
of years. Like that's not even gonna be a problem. Like they're already gonna know. Like the motherfuckers probably got something in the ship that like detects when motherfuckers is even like looking at them.
Yeah, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got some shit like that.
That's facts. I believe you.
I'm not
100%.
You wouldn't know that for a fact.
Bro, I'm not believing like say a million years, like people who have million years like
Ahead of us
in technology is gonna be that dumb
Yeah.
for us to be able to be like,
With a hand. Whoa, what is that? Oh my god.
and then
A little hand launcher.
yeah, like
Everyone is that like they nuked it out of there and they're like, oh shit, that might be real.
or I'm not believing it.
They could have been cruising. Like they could have been on a they could have been on a family vacation exploring.
A family vacation? Hell no.
PG.
I believe you if you said it. There was just like some teenagers who took they down. If there was some teenagers who took their dad UFO, it was just whipping around Earth.
Yo, it gets out, man.
Was whipping around our zoo. They seen us as a zoo and been like, yeah, let's see these Russians.
Let's go see the monkeys.
Wait, what? What you mean by monkeys?
What you mean?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie though. I seen a picture where like it said that we're not ready for this conversation, and it was a chimp,
Okay.
and I think an alien who a reptile or reptilian
Okay.
alien
Okay.
who had a baby, right? And a baby was a human. I believe that. Now tell me I'm wrong. Right now.
I would say yes. You would be probably 100%. Because let's say, all right, that would completely change how our species and all of the life on the planet would have developed. If that,
It wouldn't though.
what do you mean?
Because if we had if we had dinosaurs, like how possible would it be if a dinosaur just had a baby with a cave? and the baby was a reptilian alien. That's not possible.
Oh,
Wait, wait.
Well, that's not possible.
Or the reptilians coming from the dinosaur.
The reptilian breed, like this blood, is coming from the dinosaurs, and then the humanoid blood is coming from
The monkey, right?
it's coming. No, it's coming from the caveman, or the monkey, because the caveman wasn't around at that time. Who exactly?
And then Bigfoot, right, was a subdivision of that family line. But you know what I'm thinking, right?
You see,
just throwing anything at the.
you see, because I was being serious, and now he's just making fun of me.
All right, gentlemen, let's end the episode here. Oh, let's end the episode here, gentlemen.
You got him laughing out of his chair.
Yo, can we please find the videos of this guy bouncing on the chair?
Huh? I was like, on the chair.
You know he just did to that red chair.
Why you have to say bouncing? That's crazy. Bouncing on it is crazy.
Gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the episode. If you guys like the episode, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. McNasty, Melly, y'all want to add anything to this episode?
Yes, sir, gentlemen. Just make sure y'all, gentlemen. Like you'd be saying gentlemen, OD.
No, he'd be saying, gentlemen. And then he go like this. Like he in this.
What do you think?
He'd be gripping his kneecap. He'd be like, oh.
Nah, man.
Oh,
I just like every. Oh yeah,
go for it.
I mean, I would just like y'all to just comment, let us know what we did good, what we did wrong. You know what I'm saying? I think this podcast was really good. I think like us shaming it down to 3 topics was like
It was a good play.
Yeah,
Good play.
yeah, it's very key. And just like, subscribe. You know, check out the Clips channel. Shout out McNasty. He's been killing it on the TikTok. You know what I'm saying? On the shorts too. We just been trying to be productive and just like this year. We just gonna try and be on it. Next year, be on it, and then 3 years from now, who knows what we gonna be doing? But yeah, man. Who say, boys?
See ya next week.
Sir. Peace. Also, check the YouTube. We have a Hot Ones episode coming too. It's gonna be a YouTube exclusive.